I really worry about that because to me it just feels like a second wave or a third wave of patients. You know, you have all these people who've had different diseases develop that experience the airborne version of what's underground now. So so now what happens to these people that are exposed to the cleanup, for instance, because the cleanups aren't getting done that that well either.
Under monitored circumstance, or this construction dust and the cleanup dust.
Mhm.
We live close to it.
And I'll give you a for instance. On the next block, on Manhattan Avenue, between Clay and Box Street, there was a DEC site, a contaminated site that was cleaned up about maybe 2 or 3 years ago. While that site was being cleaned up, there were, I'd say, at least anywhere from 6 to 8 large 18-wheeler garbage trucks idling under our windows for hours at a time.
Every morning.
There was also a lot of dust being dragged out of that site onto the street, contaminated soil, not just construction soil. It was coming up to our windows, and we're on the 5th floor. It was coming up to our windows. We were getting the dust inside, and when we called for help, and this is people who, I mean, I actually have the email address of Jane O'Connell, the person to contact in the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation. And I couldn't get a response the same day. So if I can't do it with that level of information, who can? Are you going to be able to make that kind of complaint through 311? 311? No. So what happened? We were exposed to that kind of dust for days, until the agency, picked up and actually visited the site. And by that time, either the construction and demolition was over, or maybe not so dirty in